let's do some AI research. Now we will focus on Pytorch. After watching this video, you will have a pretty good understanding of what OpenAI researchers or every other researchers do day to day in their Python code. These are Python fundamentals that you will definitely use in any AI research you do. We are looking at this particular paper, but it doesn't matter which paper. I just want you to understand these Python fundamentals. As I said, research is mostly about understanding the ideas. It's not even about coming up with new ideas, but most time goes to understanding the thing, the current ideas. Can you tell me what this line does? So torch zeros, and then there is this rate, which is some number, and 1. I will show you the answer now. So it will make a matrix of zeros, all zeros, and the shape will be rate, which is, for example, 4 and 1. So each zero has its own array. Get my new cheat sheet PDF file to become AI researcher. Currently there is a free trial in my school, so you can get it for free, link below. Then what does this next line after that do? So we have the same, these zeros that we initiated, and then initialized, and then layer ID, mod rate, and then 0. And layer ID can be some number, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, any number. Let's say there is 50 layers and rate is 4. So what is this gonna do? Layer ID mod rate. So for example, on layer 0, it will give 0 mod 4. It's gonna be, the remainder will be 0. On layer 1, remainder will be 1, etc. But on layer 4, the remainder will be 0 again. So this will cycle. So it will go 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. It will cycle through 50 layers like that. So it will give those numbers, 0 to 3. So basically, we are selecting the element with this ID, which is going to be 0, 1, 2, or 3, and 0, which is just going to be the first element. Because you remember that each 0 was in its own array, so there is just one element, so we just select that. So this is how we pick this element of the matrix, and we set it to 1. If it's confusing, don't worry, we will see this visually. So let's start with this matrix. This is 3, 1 matrix of zeros. Now let's say rate is 3 and layer ID is 4. So rate is 3, layer ID is 4. So this will give us here index 1, because the remainder will be 1. So now we are indexing at 1, 0 in the matrix. So that will make us select this element and then set that to 1. So guys, now I'm gonna focus mainly on understanding what each of these lines of Pytorch does. I'm not gonna be explaining how that plays into this whole paper and what the logic behind this. We're just gonna be reading the lines and seeing what they do. So I'm doing research, writing research paper based on all of this. So if you want to see the whole thing, check the playlist of videos below, the whole series. I just published cheat sheet PDF file in my school to become AI researcher. Check the link below. Can you explain this next line? So we have nn.parameter and then torch cat, our initialized matrix, and torch I with rate and device, and then concatenate along dimension 1. What does this do? I will show you what it does. So first we have this init alpha, which is our matrix that we initialized. So it's this matrix, init alpha 0, 1, 0. And then we have torch I, which has a rate number of rows. So it's going to be 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be same. This also has a rate number of rows, and this has rate number of rows. So we can concatenate them. I means it's just ones on the diagonal and zeros on the side. That's what torch I is. So now we will just concatenate them at the dimension 1. So that means, this is what dimension 1 means. We will just put all of them like this. So 0, 1, 0, 0. So you see how they are concatenated like this. 0, and then inside of that 1, 0, 0. So it's all in the same inner. It's by inner dimension. If we were concatenating by dimension 0, then it wouldn't be all of this together like this. It would instead be like this. This would be concatenation on dimension 0. So then it just goes this row, this row, this row, this row, this row, this row. But this is something for you to practice. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on TorchCat, so you can just practice this. But our code will yield this. And this is identity matrix, and Gemini calls this selector, but let's ignore this. We just understand how we created this. Then we have this part, and this is very similar. So if self-dynamic, so in this case, we're gonna have some small neural network, and this will be initialized with zeros. So some number and times some number matrix. That would look something like this. If dimension is 4, rate plus 1 is 3. And here we have just one scalar, so torch once and then 1. It means just one scalar here. And multiplied with a small number to make it a lot smaller. And I forgot to tell you that you should explain this. Can you explain the last two? So pause the video and explain them. Because this is how AI research should be done. You need to understand everything you do. Especially these fundamental things that you have to absolutely master, that you will see in every research you do. So can you explain this? So here we have torch zeros, and it's just gonna be a single vector again. Now don't let this confuse you. We have just dim, comma, and then nothing, which is same as just writing a number, the length of the vector like this. So if we were to write just dim without any of these brackets, it would yield same result. You see here. The reason people write it in these brackets as a tuple with just one element is due to consistency, so it's not confusing for somebody who's reading the code. Because later we will use, you see here we are using a tuple with 2 numbers, and this is just a vector, this is a matrix. Okay, you may understand this further and practice with this and ask Gemini. Let's go on to this line. Can you explain this line? So alpha is equal to dynamic alpha, which is some matrix, plus static alpha, and then non, and then 3 dots. What is this in particular? This is the answer. In Pytorch, non is adding a new dimension of size 1 to the tensor. So this will basically add 2 dimensions, each size 1, at the front, at the beginning, and then the 3 dots means whatever was originally in this matrix goes here after. So 1, 1, and then original dimensions. Let's say original shape of this matrix is 3, 4. What is the shape gonna be after this operation? Here we can see that it will be 1, 1, 3, 4. So this is the new shape. 1, 1, 3, 4. So imagine as if you have the matrix and then add brackets around the whole matrix, add 1 bracket and add brackets another time around the whole matrix. So you are adding 2 dimensions at the outer dimensions. This is so we can do this addition between these 2 matrices, because dynamic alpha usually would have like batch size, sequence length, rate, and dimension. And this rate is connected to the residual networks of this whole paper, which I'm not going to explain. So let's just focus. Let's just say that this has these 4 dimensions, this had 2 dimensions, so we expanded it to have 4 as well. So let's just understand that. We don't need to understand the paper for now. Now that we know what this last line does, can you explain this whole part? Explain it. So it's actually quite simple. We have some matrix multiplication and then some function. Now you may notice that this looks like a neural network layer. It's like multiplying and then activation function. But that's quite simple. Here we are multiplying this scale. That's some small number written here. And what we just explained, this addition. Now, we will not focus on the logic behind this in this video. In the future videos, we will focus on logic, on why we do this and what does this mean for the neural network. We just want to read the Pytorch code and see what these commands do. And then the line after that is just a matrix multiplication with this transposing last and second to last dimension. And lastly, we have some Einsum and some addition. So what does this Einsum do? We have, let's say, matrices of BLH and BLN, and then we will get BLNH. So let's ignore BL and BL here, just look at H and N. H and N are two vectors, and multiplying them will just create a grid. So 3 by 2 in this case, 3 by 2 grid. It will just multiply every N with every H, and that's what this Einsum will do. So can you explain these brackets? What do they do? So this means take everything as is until these two last dimensions. In these dimensions, start from index 1 and go to the end. So here it will take everything, it will just skip index 0. And here take everything in the last dimension. So basically this just takes out this zeroth element in this second to last dimension and removes it from this calculation. That's it for this Pytorch exercise. Check out school free trial link below and see you in the next video.